Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Actually started with music this time, so that's great. Excuse me. Let's speak about the honest truth. What were you doing in Mr. Master's room?
The truth is, I was studying his desserts.
Studying?
Because Jeffy's so talented at making sweets. Well, nobody was in his room at the time, so I just decided to study his wax for a bit.
Because you wanted to study, huh? But if you were just looking, you wouldn't have left your fingerprints behind.
You see, it's only natural that I left fingerprints on the desserts. For the sake of research. For the sake of research, I ate some of his desserts.
Not quite getting the voice.
For the sake of research.
Isn't that like stealing food? It couldn't be. The one who raped Mr. Master's room was...
Sob, I'm sorry.
Not quite getting the voice today.
Hello.
Well, even that's not right.
Hello. I'm sorry.
That was awful.
It wasn't my intention to vandalize the room, but I did eat a few parts of the dessert in his room. I secretly ate little bits and pieces so Jeffy wouldn't find out.
So, did you eat the ship stand as well?
You see, I did.
The chocolate chip broke because of you.
Yep, I'm sorry.
So the reason she left that afternoon tea early was to preserve her appetite.
But you've got to believe me on this. I'm not the murderer.
Your actions are sufficiently suspicious, but I wouldn't press on it yet. Well, anything I want to show her in particular? I can ask about this, I guess. Wait, what is this? I could ask her about that, yeah. What is this? Okay. Ask her about this.
Ooh! That thing you've got there is rather cute, Reggie. But the colour's unappealing. Now if we were to coat it in fresh with cream.
Stop it. What about this? Okay. So she didn't know anything else. Face. Alright, what's in here? Von Karma would come out of a candy castle, wouldn't he? I can't believe this amazing castle is made entirely out of cream. Confectionery.
I know! What a like a fantasy! It's like a fairy tale world.
You like all this fairy tale stuff, don't you?
Ah, sorry. I got a bit too excited, didn't I?
No. It's interesting to me. It's interesting to me since you're so enthusiastic about it, unlike my son.
Your son?
He's only in grade school, yet he prefers to read law books instead of fairy tales. I'm worried he won't be able to make any friends that he can talk to. Old Edgeworth? No, he's an open book, I say.
Heh, what an interesting kid. I'd like to be his friend.
You are 18. I think you'd be more of an older brother to him. Right, sure.
Heh, an older brother, huh? Well, I've got some growing up to do then.
Yes, and that's why we have to continue with the investigation.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what's up with my throat today? Something's off with the voices I'm doing. The castle doors are open.
When someone opens the door, they really should remember to close it afterwards.
Would he say that directly to Prosecutor Von Karma, though?
Huh? Looks like there's some stuff inside. Let's see.
Wait, I'll examine it. Stay out of the way. I'm a detective. This fresh cream melts too easy. Cream is melting a single touch can cause a break. Seems like Detective Bad's shoes got covered in cream. Why are these objects kept inside the candy castle? If there's anything you want to investigate, you'd better speak up now. What's our logic look like? Been a while. Beaten to death, fragile desserts, cream is melting, single turn. Stay as dessert. I don't really see how that's... It's the same thing. Oh yeah. 2 big rocks are placed here. It's like a storage room. Ah, the inside of the candy castle isn't so dreamy. Hey, maybe they were all gemstones. Who knew that there were such treasures hidden within the castle? It seems like a rather careless way to handle treasure. It looks like there's something underneath the rocks. Does it? Huh. I assumed those were just stands that the rocks were sitting on. Oh, well, yes it is. Seems like there's a pedestal attached to both of the rocks. Rocks in the castle have pedestals attached to them for some reason. Well, they're supposed to go on top of the... Of course it's a pedestal for displaying the gems. Well, in any case, it's no ordinary object. They're just... Whatever, we'll get to that in time. They're obviously for going on top of the little sconces here. Although, they're supposed to be cream. These are rolls of blue cloth here. Looks like 4 of them in all. They certainly don't look like desserts. Shit. Yeah, I don't know what the cloth is for. It almost seems like it was hidden inside the castle. Also, the color of this cloth looks familiar somehow. Does it? Not to me. The sconces, shall we? This pillar, or sconce, has hexagonal recesses. Looks like a pedestal, but it has nothing in it. A hexagonal recess, huh? I wonder what could have been put there. Is it obvious to you yet, audience? A giant strawberry would fit with the fresh cream. Detective Bad, I don't think strawberries are hexagonal. Yeah, I was just hoping. Then I hope it's a banana. I think I prefer blueberries. Oh, dude, blueberries are great. Although, strawberries are also... That's like top 2 strawberries. Raspberries are the shit. Bananas are like top 10. Blueberries are probably top 5. Blackberries are alright. Raspberries are the shit. Apples are great. Although, kind of getting out of the sort of fruit you would see on top of cream if you go with apples. Berries work. Whatever. Bananas kind of work, I guess. Yeah, but I'm more of a raspberry guy. There we go. There's possibly the most obvious piece of logic. Hard to beat elephant with the apples, though. The rock's pedestal has a similar shape to the recess of the castle's pillars. Perhaps the rock is meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Oh, that's right. They're both hexagonal. I wonder why they were hidden inside the castle, though. Well, she's not allowed to use things that aren't dessert, right? The blue cloth and the rocks inside the castle. I wonder if they belong to Delicia. Delicia? Those things in the castle, what are they used for?
Those? I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Looks like Von Karma is keeping her silent.
Yep! I've been found out! He'll get mad at me if I talk.
Classic Von Karma. Bastard. Prosecutor Von Karma doesn't intend on being upfront with his information.
Oh, it's such a shame. We finally figure out where the rocks are supposed to go. Could it be you're interested in my goods?
Eh? Your goods?
Those are my popular relaxation goods. Those are my popular relaxation goods.
I'm just not hitting quite the pitch I want with that voice. You mean the rocks in the cloth?
You see, that's right. You see, they're not actually rocks, but special lamps made from rock salts. Wow, so those are lamps. It gets even more exciting.
Sorry, I have a line for each voice, and you'll have to forgive me. I'm gonna try and say the Monty Python line that gets me in the Monty Python lines.
It's funny he never married. He's a bachelor. Ooh, that would explain it.
That's a little better.
Because this cloth He also has an amazing secret.
As soon as we showed interest in her goods, she became quite talkative.
Since we've got them out, come experience the therapy, boys. Batty, could you put everything up?
It's not Batty, it's bad.
So you won't do it. Is Batty being a bad boy?
Labby, are you done photographing this room? Yes, sir, I am. And go help Delicia. Yes, sir, I'm on it.
Thanks. I knew you were a good boy underneath, Batty. Mr. Licious, that was amazing. You even persuaded Detective Bud.
I'm glad Bad's back. Still want Lang back. He better not... Knowing this game, he's not just gonna have that brief cameo in the second case, but, Lang's rad. I like Lang. I also can't wait to see how this case is bizarrely related to all the other cases, because that's what they did in the first game, and I was very impressed with that. And I'm hoping they do it again here. God, what even was the first case in this game? Oh yeah, it was assassination on the president of Zhang-Fa. An attempt, anyways. Or no! Well, kind of. It was a pseudo-attempt and a staged attempt in which Knightley killed Rook.
Thanks a lot, Batty, and you too, Forenses.
She even gave the forensics a nickname. I think that's her way of showing she cares. What's so therapeutic about these things, anyway?
We don't have time for that now, Batty. The show's about to begin.
Sorry if that's annoying you guys, but it's pissing me off I can't get this voice right.
Forensics! Finishing touches, please.
Yes, ma'am. It's...
Wow, it's so beautiful.
I should show you. It really is. I wish my son could see this.
Oi! I told you so, right? The Four Fairies and the Curious Candy Castle was the theme of my work.
There are 4 fairies around.
It's so sparkly and cute, right?
It seems like one of them is missing something. Does it? Oh. Oh, that must be the... Wait, yeah, where's the claw? Huh. Interesting.
The truth is, I plan to unveil it during the contest. Well, I'm glad I got to show it to you boys.
Huh? But it doesn't look like the rock salt lamps are lighting up.
Huh? I wonder why.
I think I'll need to examine the rocks and the fairies again. Well, now that it's all set up, sure. That's a nice portrait of Bad. Looking a bit younger than he did in the previous game, which is fair, I suppose. There's a whole decade and some change in between. Don't turn around, don't turn around. If you do, you're only gonna eat the castle. This forensic officer seems to be on a diet. Yeah, I know the feeling. Fortunately, that's a work of fiction for me, so... I'm examining here. It's a cute candy fairy sitting on a tree stump. The cloth at the back along with the decoration really gives it a magical atmosphere. When you look at it, it almost feels like you're spellbound. What we need to look for is the hidden truths of the real world. Don't be fooled by the fairies. Bad, you need to... maybe take a vacation. What do you think there, buddy? Time off, maybe go to Aruba? Nice beach somewhere? Unlike the other fairies, this one doesn't have a forensic claw.
Mr. Licious, it's not right to leave one out. I don't like it either. But one fluorescent cloth and a machine has gone missing.
You've lost a claw and a machine. What sort of machine is it?
Oi, let me tell you. Each piece of fluorescent cloth is hooked up to one of these machines. The machine is called the Rainbow Light Device. Light is sent through the cable and into the cloth, which is made up of optic fibres. Just fiddle around with the settings a bit and it will turn all sorts of colours.
Ugh. Haven't seen that face.
When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. It's powered by a long-lasting battery that's resistant to changes in the temperature.
I'm not very familiar with these kinds of devices. Mr. Edgeworth, she's saying it's a machine that can transmit light into special cloth. I see. It's amazing what they come up with these days. That is pretty rad, actually.
So, one rainbow light device and one fluorescent cloth are missing. I'm on the case.
You see, that's right. Wherever could they be?
This fluorescent cloth. Could it be related to the case? Could it? I don't know, he has a cloth covering him. That's awfully suspicious. Okay, so we examine the rock salt lamps, I take it? Well, gosh, gee. I don't know about you, but I find something a little suspicious about one of these lamps. And it's this bitter orange right here. You see that in the little corner there? Yeah. I'm thinking that needs some examining. This is where Delicia originally ended up with the lamps.
I don't get why she put them in the castle. Since they're broken and don't light up.
Since they're broken and don't light up, maybe she decided to put them out of the way.
If she wanted them out of the way, there are many other places to store them. It's like the old
saying, hide the salt in the sugar bag.
I think the saying goes, hide a tree in the forest. I don't think that's a saying. Either one of them. If Lucy intended to use the lamp's decoration during the contest, it creates a contradiction with that piece of evidence. I need to deduce the contradiction at the scene. Yeah, that would be important, except maybe we can look at the blood. Really? Really? We're gonna... I'm not even gonna bother reading this because I'm so clearly trying to get him to look at the freaking blood. The blood. Gosh, gee. How about the blood? It looks like both lamps in the pillars are broken.
Both of their light bulbs are broken.
Maybe they were dropped on the floor.
There's some sort of red
stain on the lamp surface. Ah, what could it be?
This stain. Could it be? I'm amazed the first time I tried it. That wasn't the blood. That was the fucking curtain. That's unbelievable.
That smell. There's no mistaking it. It's steak sauce. Also blood, but somewhere there's a steak being marinated.
Oh, fuck. I made myself hungry. Someone's bloodstain was left on the rock solid. Oh, someone. Who could it be?
Yeah, that's a bloodstain.
Why is there a bloodstain on this lamp? I wonder if this has something to do with the murder.
No.
And he said, like, lamp light bulb being broken. But I mean, for God's sakes. I shall take a look at the other lamp here. Might as well. Beaten to death. Oh, God. And oh, man. Whoa! They were related! Oh, for God's sake. They are... It was kind of obscure in the first game. They are fucking driving this shit home in this game. The logic connections. There's evidence that the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object. What's more, there's bloodstain on one of the broken rock salt lamps. If we hadn't brought this up, would we just never talk about it? Bad would be like,
yeah, no. Never did find that murder weapon. Wonder if it was that lad. Nah, couldn't have been.
Could this lamp have been the murder weapon?
You're right. You're right. It could have been used as a weapon.
Labby, is the blood analysis on this rock salt lamp finished?
Yes, sir. It finished just a few moments ago. Bloodstain on that lamp belonged to the victim.
You heard what he said.
Rock salt lamp added to the court record. Huzzah. The murder weapon was hidden in Delicia's room. We need to consider her as one of the suspects as well. Yeah, we really do. Also, well, I mean, I don't know if the blood itself, but context.
Eureka!
Yeah, okay, counts. Detective Bad, please read the contest leaflet.
Any decorations not made from desserts are prohibited.
These rock salt lamps and fluorescent cloths are against the rules. Indeed they are. So maybe that's why they were hidden from the castle? I wonder about that. I think we should investigate further into Dulce's actions. So we speak to her. What's logic, real quick? Fragile desserts. Stale desserts. Broke the rules. I don't think any of these are... Whoops. I don't think any of these are connected per se. Meanwhile, we do need to have a chat with Miss Delicia. Or maybe we can present the cloth? No.
Oi! Looks like this has caught your eye. The way this cloth works. Oh, I wonder if it's okay for me to tell you about it.
Didn't she already?
Sorry, I can't talk about this cloth.
What? That was strange. I wonder if Von Karma told her to stay quiet about it. So maybe I do need to logic something into existence here. Or maybe I missed something. Let's see. No, I didn't miss anything here. That was a funky guitar riff. Yeah, there it is. What a crazy guitar riff. So... All I can think is that there must be a logic somewhere. The objects besides dessert went to his room to stay his desserts. The only thing I could think is that maybe these two, the argument being a single touch can cause them to break, and yet here she is using not them for her desserts, which would mean parts of it aren't fragile? But I don't know where that gets us is the problem. Fuck it. It's worth a shot, why not? Look at that. Look at that little bit. I can afford that. Fuck you. It's not right, but yeah, no. It seems two pieces of information are connected. Maybe I should talk to what's-his-face? Shields. Maybe these two. It's entirely possible these two are also related. And again, it's barely anything I can afford that. Nope, yeah. I didn't think so. I would have been very surprised if they were. That's weird to me. Chat 'em up. A sickly sweet smell of cream. Yes, it's truly a fairy tale world. And yet here in the sugary sweet room was one with a... There was one with a sour face. He doesn't belong in this room. That scary old man. Raymond, mind what you say. You're being a bit rude. Sorry, it won't happen again. He reminded me of my old school teacher who used to get mad at me a lot. A school teacher? I definitely don't want to think of my son being taught by such a man. Righto. So, what else can we examine? Fridge? No. This stuff? Here are all the tools used to make desserts.
Everything from a bucket to fresh cream to a brush and a trowel. Looks more like construction workers' tools. I guess the foundation of this case isn't very solid.
Hey now, boys, don't underestimate the work of a pastry chef. It completely differs from construction work, where they cover the walls with cement. We use a trowel to smear the cream and a brush to clean any uneven parts.
How is that different from construction work?
It's a good point. But didn't add anything. Can examine... This add anything? One rainbow, light device, one fluorescent cloth gone missing. Be some connection to the case. No? I guess not. This is troubling. Maybe I did miss something here? Or maybe there is... Is there something to examine? Ah! There is an examine. There's burner and some chemicals over here. They were probably used to make dessert. What are these chemicals? The writing on the labels say. Number 1, Punch-Out, and number 9, Sufferin'.
Are they poisons?
No, they're both used to make desserts. Seem to be artificial flavoring and coloring. Punch-Out is a catchy name for a fruit punch essence.
Very misleading. It was a bitter thing to swallow.
I've decided he's going to try and make puns about every possible thing, which is why the construction had foundation and the poison had swallowing. What bothers me is what suffering stands for. Yeah, like punch, whatever. Punch, not bad. It's like, oh yeah, fruit punch. Oh, I can't examine this. There's a cover on the wall, just like in Mr. Master's room.
Let's open it up. Looks like it's been blown wide open. It's getting hot in here, am I right? The trail might have gone cold.
I don't care if you hate it, I love this character trait of Bad. He tries to make puns. Son of...
Room temperature is 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lights are set to green.
Gustavia said that 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature for fresh cream. This room's temperature is too high.
Ah, that'll be combined with the soft desserts. This is intriguing. The reason for the fresh cream is so fragile is due to the temperature in this room.
So my shoes got creamed because of the room temperature is set at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Hold on. I'll think of something. I really stepped in it this time.
Speaking of which... And everyone ignores him. No one acknowledges these puns. When you open the castle door, the doorknob didn't break.
Yeah, it was stronger than I thought.
Nothing there. Strong. A dessert. Detective Bad. Could you have a closer look at that doorknob?
This is...
You've seen this doorknob isn't a dessert.
And it's not just the doorknob. This castle and the fairies are just plastic models coated in fresh cream. Looks like her lies are the real cream of the crop. This so-called queen of the cream is nothing more than a deviant dessertist.
I didn't even read what he said. I was too busy making puns. It would seem they're just fake desserts covered in fresh cream. How does one plan on eating that? I'm curious. Sure. Using decorations that were against the rules, and making fake desserts. The lot of Delicia's actions seem suspicious.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. More like world's greatest... Yeah, sorry, I have nothing.
Also, the temperature of the room is way too high. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, that is a good question. Why, when you do that... Like, Alright, so obviously the perfect temperature for cream, and you're cranking way up there, but, so you don't need it to be that cool, but if you're still gonna coat all the plastic in cream, it would make sense to have the cream be relatively solid, you know? Whatever. I guess we can present that to her. I wonder... Maybe we should ask Delicia directly. Let's ask her about the blood rock first. I got a couple things to present to you here, Delicia. Whoops. Oh, hey! Anything on the bottom? No? Just a blood stain. Nothing really special there, I guess. Aren't I presenting? I guess I was in court record. Thing you've got... Yeah. How about your fake desserts? Gee. Nothing to say about it, huh? Yeah, alright. Speaking of which... Delicia, why is the room temperature set to 68 Fahrenheit?
The cold doesn't agree with me. Plus, it's bad for the body. This figure doesn't just maintain itself, you know.
I mean... a little short, but other than that, yeah, she's cute enough, I guess. I like the hair. I like shorter hair. Particularly styled shorter hair like that.
Naturally, as a lady, I want to look young forever.
I wonder how old Miss Felicius really is. Yeah, I checked that earlier. Raymond, a true gentleman never asks a woman her age.
This room is mainly filled with cream. It's a bit runny, don't you think? That's not really a pun. More of a play on words. Hold on. No, I'll think of something. And 50 Fahrenheit is the recommended temperature for preserving cream. Looks like your story's been spoiled.
Yeah, there we go.
What? Really? Now it's all gone to waste.
Looks like Miss Delicious didn't know. Delicious seems to lack the basic knowledge of dessert making. That is curious, isn't it?
I thought she was supposed to be a first-class pastry chef, but it looks like...
I had it and I lost it. Story's a bit runny. I used runny. What am I doing? Melting away? I don't know. I think I said melting away. Whatever. The fake desserts and the rule violation, and now her lack of basic knowledge. Looks like she keeps many secrets. So, I'm gonna guess you're actually pretty crap at this. Alright, what do we got? Oh, alright, sure. Why is Gustavia so afraid of her? That's what I want to know. Also, let me check the court record real quick, see if her age is listed. Whoops, profiles. Yeah, she's 20... She's 16! Bullshit! Fucking... There is no way in hell that woman is 16. 24. Fuck you, game. That was not a 16-year-old girl there. Yeah, Delicia unknown. Manfred was 49, right? Okay. And he was 30-something? Yeah, 36. That fro. This 39-year-old's hanging out with a 16-year-old girl. That's... I find that... And remember the dance moves? He is real hands-on with those dance moves, okay? Let's all, for the sake of argument... She is 24, because when I saw her, I don't know why, I immediately thought 24. Not 16. She's younger than Ray at this point. Like, for God's sakes. That's not okay, game. Fuck you, she's 24. I don't care what anyone says. She is 24. That's a typo. The 1 is next to the 2, and the 4 is kinda close-ish to the 6, sort of, so... Easy typo to make, right? Right. Cool. Moving on. Delicia's not... Oh, shit. I've been going way too long on this episode, so I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Tokenlad. Talk to you later, shooting your shares, and see you around Ask Clowns.